There are several, I call them shelters. They probably have a more appropriate name, but they are for trafficking victims specifically, or a portion of the shelter is for that trafficking victim that we would bring in the middle of the night. And they have rules though. I mean, you're not allowed to have your phone for several months, if not a full year before you pass their, because they don't want to put all the other people that are in that facility at risk if the trafficker shows up and starts causing a scene and starts shooting and blah, blah, blah. So they do have special counseling. They have other survivor victim advocates that come and try and, talk them through all of the trauma that they've been. There is organizations out there that do tattoo removal. Soul Survivor Inc. here locally in Arizona does an amazing job of either removing it with the laser treatments or tattooing over the tattoo, the branding tattoo. And then for juvenile, same thing. The juvenile situation, though, is a little bit different because we have a protocol where if I had rescued a juvenile in the past and they were in Department of Child Safety or CPS custody, I would call up CPS, say, hey, I'm done with my interview. I got to go kick down doors and get the bad guy. Can you please come get this kid? Right. And they would come and get the kid. They would call random group home. You have an available bed? Cool. I'm going to bring this kid over here. And then the kid would get there and look at the lady who's managing the house, the group home, and say, hey, do I have to stay here? No? Cool. Hey, girl, you look pretty. I want to introduce you to my daddy. Come with me. And then they both run away. And so it was kind of a revolving door of not only introducing a kid who has been trafficked and who knows how quickly you can make money and into this house of other kids that have never heard of this before. They were kind of infecting that situation and then running away, encouraging others to run away with them. And then we have more kids out there. So to stop all of that, we have a protocol, and the protocol is amazing. It was developed by a good friend of mine who was a DCS caseworker, and then my old boss and some other people. And it basically is a partnership between law enforcement, where the transportation, they're not going to be able to escape our car, CPS or DCS. Initially, it was a behavioral health hospital, which is where we would take the kids. And then Mercy Maricopa here locally is the insurance company that would pay for all of this because you got to have someone pay the bill. So that whole team created this 23-hour, we're kidnapping these kids for 23 hours, basically, signing a temporary custody notice to the behavioral health hospital. And that gives the DCS caseworker more time to find better placement than just random group home. And they are able to place them there. And then we come in, no matter 23 hours later, 2 o'clock in the morning, we're coming in from home to transport that kid safely to that placement.